Talk with Tyson Bryden. Welcome to Nonstop Rock Talk. I'm your host, as always, Tyson Bryden. Today, I'm very happy to welcome back lead singer and guitarist of legendary band Angelus, Dale George. Dale, welcome. How's it going?
Oh, very well, thank you, and thank you for having me.
You're very welcome.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, yes. We're, as we spoke of before we started, we're getting very close.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. You know what? And it's funny, this just came into my mind. Have you guys ever done a Christmas song?
You know, in fact, what I did is I had taken one of my songs that I had a while back, and it's actually on the last record. And I had Lewis do the vocals, but we did it with Daniel, and I had him do a Christmas song.
Cool. And
so we do have one, but it's with this other guy, and I haven't used it at all this year.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's just...
I want to wish, today's Randy Rhoads' birthday, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Heaven's Day, obviously.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old would he be?
He'd been 66 years old.
He would have been 66.
66 today.
Man, and yeah. I mean, he passed away at 25 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah. He would come see us at the Starwood years ago.
Really?
And him and his girlfriend, Jody. And it was, they were really, really cool people.
That's
very cool. It was a great guy.
Gone too early. Gone way too early.
Oh, I mean, you know what? He just 2 albums and bam.
Yeah.
Just having fun in an airplane. Should have been on that bus sleeping,
Exactly. Well, and I mean, we mentioned the 2 Ozzy albums, but of course there's those 2 Quiet Riot albums that he did that were Japan only, that were actually just re-released on vinyl this year and CD, and I actually got them, which was really cool. I mean, it's not Randy in the form of playing with Ozzy. It's, you can tell he's still trying to form his style when he was in that band, right? Because it's a lot poppier than what he did with Ozzy.
Yeah, very much so. He was a different style, totally different style. He brought out his classical training and stuff when he got with Ozzy and got that whole thing going. And it was a complete change. Yeah, and
I mean, I've been listening to a lot of Ozzy with Randy lately, and it blows me away every time I hear it. It's just so good. The music, and it was so different too. Like, Ozzy went from Sabbath, and Sabbath had their thing, but Ozzy, Randy really helped him develop this different sound.
Yeah, and Bob Daisley, I think, really contributed.
And Daisley as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, it's only been a few months since we last spoke. Possibly you can give me and kind of let me know what's been going on with the band since we last spoke.
Well, we got 2 new members, and Brian Letourneau and his son, Gavin, and on drums. And since we moved to Ohio, we got that set up and went in and did a song. We went in and did Band Plays On and got that one knocked out and released it. And it was number 47 last week. So we're expecting or hoping for it to go into the 40s this Friday. So we'll get a radio report then. Actually, we usually get them a little bit early, like maybe Wednesday.
Cool.
And we're hoping for that.
The song's it's a very catchy song, and I dig the chorus a lot. I'm kind of curious of who's doing those great background vocals.
Claire Diane. She was on Crazy, our album Crazy. And she was on Killers of the Game, which is a really, really great record as well. I really like them both. I'm not sure which one I like better, but Killers is really, they're both great records. They both have great songs. But she's in California, and she was with our band for 3 years.
She did a great job. It sounds, your voices mix nicely together.
yeah. It just seemed to have that certain fit that works.
Yeah. I really dig the song. Now, you mentioned the rock radio thing, but as I was looking there, now the song was #1 on secondary rock radio. Is that right? What does that mean exactly? I've never seen that before.
Oh, we came in. We entered the charts at #1.
Yeah,
that week.
That's cool. And looking at that list of the artists below you, there was Disturbed, Five Finger Death Punch, 3 Days Grace, and Ozzy were all below that song, which I thought was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we called the record company. In fact, we got the report, and it took a minute to set in, and I got on the phone with the promoter, and his line was busy, and I called the record company immediately, and his line was busy. So I knew that they were both talking to each other. So the radio promoter had called the record company before I had a chance to. And it was really something. I mean, and then there's another one where we were #3, but we were actually tied for 2.
Oh.
And then the one above us, we were above Blink-182. And the one that was really above both of us, I only had 2 more than we did. So, and that was another one. It was a MSR chart as well. And so that was pretty cool also.
That is cool.
And that's the Billboard chart, the new indicator, what it was, the Billboard indicator chart is now the MSR chart.
Okay. And how do they judge that? Is it by download sales? Because Billboard used to be by album sales, more or less, was it not?
All 3, from what I understand, yes. And I don't know exactly the new system.
Yeah.
I can't. I'd be lying if I tried to. I could make something up or guess, but I couldn't honestly tell you.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was they bought out Billboard on the secondary type indicator chart. Oh. And then the main chart, the top 40, Billboard, I believe, still holding.
Okay.
So I still got to check that out. We need to look that up, Connie. So
it's all so confusing now. Like it used to be you knew what was what. Now it's
top 200. Yeah.
Right. It used to be top 200.
It's still it's pretty much still the top 200, but the Billboard doesn't handle it until it gets to 40. Is what I'm understanding.
Okay.
And once you get the mainstream, you get in the top 40 mainstream, then like Nothing But Love got 22 on the indicator Billboard chart, and then when that was done, we actually jumped into 98 or 98, 97, 94, somewhere in there on the mainstream chart. So that actually became number 98, I think, on the top 200 Billboard chart, the mainstream.
That's really cool. That's got to be exciting for you guys.
That was real exciting when we got brought the top 40 again with us and Jeffrey from Dark Star Records. He's the president, and it was that was really a special night, to say the least. It just, the week before we got to 42, and we thought we were going to get in, but we didn't. And it was a whole nother week. And then we came in, I think 37, if I remember right. And that's when, the party celebration began.
Oh, I bet. I bet. Now, will this single coincide will this go on a future album?
Yeah, it's going to be on a new record. What was the name? Can you remember that, Brian? We got Brian, our bass player, right here.
Oh, hi, Brian.
Hello. You can stick your head in here.
Yeah, he can come. He can join us if he wants. Hi, Brian. How's it going, man?
Yeah. I've got a name that I'm working on in a song.
On the way or finally on the way? On the way?
No, it's right there. It's the first one. Let me hold on 1 second. If you don't
Okay.
It's right here. Oh. No rhyme or reason.
No rhyme or reason. Okay.
No rhyme or reason. Yeah.
Is there a tentative date for that?
What's that?
Is there a tentative date for that, Dale?
No, there's not. We're still in the midst of just arranging some of the songs and getting them down and getting ready to go in probably around March.
Right.
To record.
Well, that's
so I would say April, like usual, April or May, June, probably May-ish, somewhere around there.
Now, this will be the first album you've recorded in Ohio then, is it?
Actually, I think we're probably I'm looking at a studio in Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
But if we go there, I am trying one that's in Stowe, Ohio.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm going to try them first. They're obviously a lot closer.
Will you guys self-produce it?
Yeah, I've produced all our records, all 15 of them. I've done 15.
That's amazing. 15 albums. Well, actually, that is we're going to talk about that. And I mean, you mentioned about the new rhythm section. So this was a totally recent thing, and it's awesome father-son combination. That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, Gavin's 21, 22.
22. Just
turned 22.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool vibe to turn around and be in the moment. See your son sitting back there. It's
come over here.
It's as cool as
come on in, Brian.
Yeah.
It's as cool as the music itself, having that turn around and it be your son on the drums.
Yeah. Have you and your son been playing together for a long time?
Yeah, for years. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. He's been playing since he was about 5. Wow. And then I haven't really been playing that many years, but as he got up and everything, we played together quite a bit and did some different stuff in Indiana. That's where we're from.
Awesome.
Yeah, he just came up from Indiana.
Oh, wow.
About a month ago.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Right.
Yeah.
So you guys are in the process of writing, and is that kind of what you're doing together, or are you going to collaborate on the album, or is it more or less going to be
some things? I mean, I've been putting the songs together. I write most of the music.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're going to help arrange some stuff and write some parts and things like that. But the one, No Rhyme or Reason, I pretty much got that one locked up right now, unless there's a few other things. But yeah.
Cool.
And
look forward to that. And
how many times we do this, and when we stop, and when the breaks, when the breaks are, if we get soft, or if we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. Yeah,
that's cool. Now, I wanted to talk about the past a little bit, if you're cool with that.
Say that again.
Pardon me.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said I wanted to bring up the past a little bit again. I know last time we kind of talked about some of the bands that you had played with, and so I was going through the band's bio again, and I don't think we mentioned this last time, was that you had played with Y&T. Now, was that back in the day?
No, that was what, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Probably 3 or 4 times.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great band. They're one of my favorite bands. I love Y&T, so that's why I had to ask.
He's really a nice guy.
Oh, yes, he is. Yes. I've did an interview with Dave probably 3 or 4 years ago. He was amazing. Great guy.
Yeah, he is. And I guess he's just got over that cancer.
He did. Is he over it now? Is that what has come out?
Well, I've heard that they're going to start playing, was the last I heard.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
But I haven't seen any actual shows. Have you?
No. I usually get updates from them. as a fan.
Okay.
You know, I usually get what's going on, but I haven't seen one in a bit. So
Right.
hopefully they'll be out playing. I mean, I am glad he recovered because, you know, he's the only original member left, which is, you know, so you just hope that he can carry that on. And
yeah, I didn't know that. You know, I it's hard to describe how it is, but it's like I lived out of a suitcase for pretty much my entire life.
Wow.
And until like 89, I you know, I was supported by the band and the girls and music, and you know, from 76, 77, 78, all the way up until like 89, it was all about, you know, everybody around the band.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a set place to live, so I didn't have a record player. So the only thing I heard, and it's hard for people to understand, was what was on the radio.
Yeah. And
people go, you don't know this guy was in this band and this band. I'm not going, no, all I know is Stairway to Heaven, you know, and rock and roll. And you know, I mean, Running with the Devil and Jumpin' Jack Flash, and that's it, you know. So I had to, that's why it was interesting, is I had to write my own stuff if I wanted to play. And I always lived at the studios, or wherever we rehearsed. That's where I lived.
Oh,
so
wow.
I had to write my own stuff. If I wanted to hear something new, I had to write it, you know. And that's how I heard it on the radio. That was it. So I don't really know who was. Brian's taught me a lot. And, you know, in the last 5 years on Facebook, I've learned and seen a lot more than I've ever seen before. Because, you know, like I said, I never really, I've owned one record in my whole lifetime, and that was Grand Funk and Flip was Funk. And I think I got the Red album. I'm not sure. And I mean, I never had a record collection whatsoever. I mean, I had one, maybe two records in my entire lifetime.
Now, were any of your earlier albums on vinyl? Like, were they on record?
Yeah, We're No Angels.
And you don't have that, I take it, on vinyl.
No, I have that. Yeah,
you do.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, right here. Can you see that?
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That is awesome.
Yeah, We're No Angels. It was declared platinum in 2014. It sold all overseas. In fact, I know a guy that's bought almost 20 of them from Europe and Italy and Germany, and you know, he's had to pay good money for them, like $60 and $100 and $80 to get them, and he's done it.
Wow. Now you mentioned there's 15 albums, which I already knew because I went through the list today, getting ready for our interview. Is everything? I would assume not everything is still available.
You know, we've got some. I mean, we've got like No Limits. We've got some more No Angels on CDs. We've got. I did a compilation of all my ballad songs from the heart. I've got those. I'm looking at them right now. I'll put this up here. And I was in a band called Four for two of the records. I wrote all the music, and this guy begged me forever. And he wasn't the greatest singer, but he was right. We wrote fantastic together. And we wrote God, Country, and King together. We wrote A Little Bit Faster together. We wrote Trouble together. We wrote, what? Not Here to Play. Not Here to Play together. I mean, so many of the songs that went on to be an Angela song, we wrote together. And this guy couldn't sing hardly at all. His voice wasn't good. He'd go on stage with these short Vandyck pants. And you know, I mean, and you know, he just didn't fit the thing, didn't look the thing, didn't sound the thing. Now he had a pretty good low voice, but when he tried to scream, it was really irritating. But you know what? It worked. It turned out. We wrote these great songs. I haven't seen him in 10 years. Heard from him probably in 10 years, I think. And Greg Lewis, a great writer. Me and him wrote great stuff together. You know, just fantastic things. We we lived together. We wrote a lot of stuff, and some of the Angeles' biggest songs came off the 2 Core records.
That's cool. Now, I'm curious, before we started the interview, we were talking about this Striper show and Bon Jovi bill that you were on, but you had mentioned to me about this guitar strap.
Yeah.
And
it was a stretchy, and you would literally, I think I have some footage. It was Striper, Angeles, and Bon Jovi. And I would be able to, push on it, and it would stretch and come back. And while I was soloing, it was kind of like, doing my thing, and it was really neat. I haven't seen one since, and I don't know if I don't think they're around. I don't know why. And I'd like to see if I could come up with some kind of elastic or something that they might have used to make that happen.
It's almost like a bungee cord or something.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
But it would have to be thicker than what a bungee cord is, but to be elastic like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a very cool concept.
In theory. It was fun.
I bet.
Yeah. I had a blast.
Did your bass player have one as well?
No.
So you guys can both get one then.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Now, speaking of that show, I'm kind of curious about what that audience would have been like, because I mean, you've got 1/3 of the fans of probably each band. And I guess playing with someone like Striper, was that dynamic strange? Like, was there a Christian audience at that show as well, or was it just a general rock audience?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't remember.
That was a long time ago.
I was the type of guy that go into the dressing room and go into a corner with my back, to the dressing room and sit in the corner and just go warm up and get into my zone.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing Bon Jovi at the sound check, and he had a scarf and on, and I think he had a long coat. It was either Motorhead or their bus broke down on the way there. I think it was Bon Jovi's, and they were coming in, I believe, from Arizona. And if I remember right, but I don't remember. All I know is we brought in, the place held 1,200 people, and we brought in over 500 ourselves.
That's awesome.
So that was, we were rewarded for that, and we brought in a really good amount of people, and Striper did a lot too. Yeah, and we had the big A's and all that, and behind us and behind the amplifier.
So would that be?
They didn't want us to use them, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, they didn't want us to use our big A's.
Really?
Yeah, these big chrome A's that we'd put behind as a backdrop.
Yeah,
and they were made out of thin wood, like 16th or 8th inch plywood with chrome paper on them, and they looked really cool. And they made us take them down. Bon Jovi did.
Bon Jovi did, really?
Yeah.
So this would be.
They did.
Would this be around 85 then?
84.
It was 84. Okay.
The first time they ever played on the West Coast.
I think we did touch on that last time. The first time on the West Coast. So they hadn't broken yet. They were still
right.
They were still trying to make it, and Striper was still relatively new as well.
They had the hit She's a Little Runaway.
Runaway.
It was just on the radio for on KLOS, which is a really big station in Los Angeles, and it had been on the radio for about 30 days, about a month, and that was it.
Wow.
And it was getting, they were getting quite a bit of airplay. But yeah, that was it. That's how new they were.
Wow. Yeah, and I guess Striper would have been on their EP as well, then, I would assume.
I don't know if it was out yet. I mean, really? It could have been. Do you know when it came out?
I think 84. So I'm thinking 83, 84. So I'm thinking it could have been out.
Because we played, I remember it was April 2nd of 84.
Yeah, who knows if it was out? I would assume they were playing songs off of that album.
I'm sure.
Off that EP, right? So
yeah, he's a big Striper fan.
Oh, are you? That's awesome.
Big time.
I've met Michael Sweet, talked to him and stuff. He's a really nice guy when he was doing his solo project. And then actually it was kind of funny when I was a kid in our church group, we had a talent show and we did a Striper lip sync like you're talking about off the first EP.
Cool.
Loud and clear. I was in a Methodist church and everybody just fell back in their pews. We literally had a guy unplugging and plugging Christmas lights was our life.
Really? That's so cool, man. I myself am a Striper fan too, so I can totally relate to that.
We were just in a guitar shop the other day and seen Oz Fox's signature guitar. It was like, it's
no way, really? I didn't know he had one. That's amazing.
Yeah, he got the Jackson, from the yellow and black stripe from the Yellow and Black Jack early days album.
That's a cool guitar. That's a cool looking guitar. That's very cool. Striper came up here and it was amazing because they played at a club in Toronto and the meet and greet was like $20.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, really cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then I said, when I seen Michael Sweet, it was like our youth group sold so much stuff. And we got it was Michael Sweet and Petra.
Oh, Petra, right. Cool.
Michael Sweet. Petra wouldn't come out and talk to the people, but Michael Sweet.
That's awesome. Yes. Well, when I met him, he was a very, very nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Really nice guy. And so was Robert. And all four of them were. Tim and...
Tim retired and Firehouse's bass players playing.
Yes. Yeah. Perry Richardson. And you know what is funny? A few years back, I was in Nashville and I went to the Grand Ole Opry because I was in Nashville. And Perry Richardson was playing for Craig Morgan, the country guy. Oh, wow. And I'm like, he looked out of place because he had, he still got the long curly hair. And I was like, that guy looks really familiar. And sure enough, it was Perry Richardson playing with this country guy, which was just the oddest thing, right? So, so when I saw him back rocking again, I was happy to see that. So,
I like country actually. Randy Travis did a great record.
Yeah.
And
it really did.
What year was that? The big record that he had. I gotta get
Bones
the name.
Or whatever. What was it? That digging up
bones? Yeah, I think.
Randy Travis.
He knows all this stuff. I don't know any of it. He knows everybody in every band, and that's off the earth. When and how long they've been in every band, and I know nothing. I don't know a damn thing.
But that makes him sound so original. It's so cool. Like I'll be playing behind him, and I'll just look over like, what did he just do? Like, try to even think out what, especially his whammy technique is so insane. I mean, it's better than any whammy technique I've ever seen in my life. It's just like you just drop your jaw, just sit and watching it.
Thank you.
That's cool.
It is. I mean, it's even, and to be an Oz Fox fan and to say that, like Surrender. What is Oz Fox even doing in that?
He likes Rolling Like Thunder. Rolling Like Thunder by us is I usually go off and it's pretty crazy solo. It's always different.
It's cool to hear, but to watch it is like, I'm kind of glad I'm, just standing there because I get to enjoy the show.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I mean,
it's weird. It's like you play. You know how you just play and you just get lost.
Yep.
And kind of like, it's like you go into somewhere you don't even know where you're at. It's crazy.
Yeah, and sometimes you have those nights where you just totally, it's like, oh man, I was on fire tonight.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Well, guys, before I let you go, let's talk about 2023. Besides new music, what else is on the slate for the band? More shows, possibly?
We're hoping for a tour, and we're working on some stuff. talking to a lot of booking agents and managers and things of that sort, and trying to hook up with something. I want to. What do you think of the new Wasp? Blackie.
I think it's
he's
awesome.
having an amazing success right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I'm selling out so many of the venues, and I mean, I feel bad for Chris, and he was a good friend of mine, and I never really met Blackie, but they're out there and they're doing it, and Blackie was smart, and he did. I guess his name's Steven. I didn't even know that.
Steve Duran. Yeah.
I didn't even know that until a week ago. But I mean, they're really having some nice success right now. That's good. I'm sorry for Chris, and I'm sure Chris would love to be along, but Blackie, was smart, outsmarted him, and basically had him down in the studio musicians, and it was. It just didn't make a dime, and that sucks. Yeah. But hey,
Chris was just up here actually a couple months ago.
Oh, they were?
Yeah, Chris was here. He did a show at a place called the Rock Plat.
Oh yeah, Chris was.
Chris did, yeah.
Talking about Chris.
Yeah, no, Blackie. I don't think Wasp is coming to Canada on this tour. I think they're strictly
Chris
doing.
Was though, right?
Pardon me?
Yeah, Chris was though, right?
Yeah, Chris was up here.
Yeah, is he gone now?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think he just did, I think he might have just done a few shows up here. He lives in France, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. We got a song that's off the first record, We're No Angels, doing really well right now in the UK. And if you go to Angelo's band, you can see it's called Blade of Steel, Angelo's rock band on Facebook.
Yeah. And
it's a good song off that record. In fact, Ronnie Dio told me that that was his favorite song off the record. And, and you can get our new song, Band Plays On too, on all the digital downloads. And, Bound for Hell. Yeah, that was, did you see that? That was on our Angeles rock band?
I didn't. I'll have to look it up.
That just came through. You want to hand it to me, Connie? I'll show it to him.
What was that? I was on the site. I was on your website today, but I wasn't on the. Is it on the Facebook page?
It's on Bound for Hell on the Sunset Strip.
Oh yes, we talked about that last time. Okay, yeah, that's the compilation of all the great lesser known LA bands, right?
Yes, and it's a really nice box kit.
Wow, that looks amazing.
This is the the thing right here and all the pages, that it's got,
they did a great job.
It's a beautiful package. It's just got, Can you see that, Dylan? Can you see that?
Yep, I can see it. Yeah, look at those. Look at how well the pages are even nice. Like, like the pages themselves.
Oh, yeah. It's all really beautiful. And
Lizzie Borden.
Yeah, Lizzie Borden.
They're just coming out with new stuff. I think.
And
the last Lizzie Borden album was amazing.
Yeah, they kind of went with a different direction, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And where are we? We're in here somewhere. Bitch. Oh, that's, I think that's Betsy. Is that Betsy?
That's Betsy.
Yeah, there she is.
Is Odin on that thing too? Is the band Odin in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Black and Blue. Is that Armored Saint?
It could have been DSI.
DSI. That is so great. How many pages is that, Dale?
Like 127.
Wow.
Like that.
Now I see. Oh, there you guys are. That is awesome.
Right.
That is so cool.
I was in front of the whiskey.
That's wicked.
And it's really a nice package. And Armor Saints in here. Hellion is in here.
Great band.
2 albums.
Let's see. Who else is 2 albums? Bitch. It's got Rough Cut.
Rough Cut. Cool.
Leather Angel. Angel Blade of Steel. Witch was on here. Stormer. LA Rocks. Wow. Max Havoc. Do you remember them?
Max Havoc. Was that Joe Ellis? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. It's got Steeler with
Ron Keel.
Rick Fox, and Sin is on here with.
Rick cool, Fox. Rick Fox too. Yeah,
Rick played with us at the Whiskey. Yeah, he did it one time with us, but it's got like 2 records.
Wow.
There's one record on over here, and it's real nice. They have like all of this. Stickers and all different things and ticket stubs, and I should have gave him the one of us from Motley Crue, but I didn't. But there's another one, so that it's 2 full albums, and then how many pages are in that booklet? Here, check it out. No, they look the same. Here, Carl, you want to take this?
That is quite the package. They did it. It just looks amazing.
It really does.
And I was wondering, like, I looked at it and I was like, well, why is it so expensive? Now I understand why it was so expensive.
Right. It's a beautiful package.
Yeah.
138, 140. And this is really a nice setup. They have the album covers. They got Hellion. Cool. They got Angelus. And I found out a couple of weeks ago, the guy that did Jim Evans, that did our album cover, also did the Eagles and the Beach Boys as well.
Whoa. That's
cool. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
That's very
there's Arnold Saints, Odin, and it's really just a really spectacular package. Mm-hmm. And back here, it's got us, Angelus right there. And get up there. And I mean, it literally says, is proud to present a rock concert show, one day only. Angelus in a heavy metal with Rough Cut and with special guest Ronnie James Dio.
Special guest Ronnie James Dio?
I mean, read it.
Wow.
I never saw the flyer before.
That is so cool.
I know we did 2. We did Miramar and NTC, and it was Dio had just left Black Sabbath, and he started to go solo. So it was like his first time playing solo out ever. And Rough Cut, we played, then Rough Cut played, then Ronnie played.
No.
It was pretty cool.
Was Vivian in the band at that point?
Was he what?
Was Vivian in the band at that point? Because I know that Jakey Lee had played with him briefly before Vivian.
Jake was in Rough Cut.
Jake was in Rough Cut then. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. See, I know those things.
Yeah.
My hands-on things. I don't know all the stuff Brian knows of, the aftermath of what happened later. I knew
Jake were pretty good friends.
Was that?
You and Jake were pretty good friends.
Yeah, we were. Jake and I were. We hadn't seen each other in 30 years, and we played with them at the Whiskey a couple of years back, and it was great seeing them. It was really, really wonderful. But it was pretty interesting. We were signing $50 and $100 bills right underneath Ronnie's name and stuff like that, and it was really. Here's another thing that we were just in Hell Week. The 10th anniversary. Oh. And we got 3 songs off of Hell on High Hill, which is available on Dark Star Records too. But the 10th anniversary of Hell Week.
That's cool.
It was filmed. Oh, you got it. I mean, you got to check this story out. I'll make it quick, but
no worries.
We moved to Ohio. Right? We came up here to do a couple shows, and we ran into this house, fell in love with it, and really we came from California and made a wrong turn, ended up in Missouri, and then we ended up here, And anyways, we're watching this movie. We finally get it. And both these things were supposed to be done like 3 years ago. Both of them. They both end up coming out the same month of the same year. And we're watching the movie, and I'm going, those are Ohio license plates on the car. And, I found out the guy, that the producer, Edward Lethor, I believe is his name, lives 50 miles from me.
Really?
So all the way from California to Ohio, and I'm 50 miles away from the guy that put this movie out.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
There's some irony in that too, which is that's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat.
I'm gonna have to check that movie.
Watching them, those are Ohio license plates on the car, and the car. The movie starts up, and there's a car driving down the street, and he's doing a U-turn, and he's turning on the radio, and he goes, "It's Angeles, and here's Hell in High Hills," and they start playing the song, and then the car starts coming at you, and that's when I said, I realized they were Ohio license plates.
That's cool. I'm definitely gonna have to watch that movie now.
It's what it is. It's
Is it a horror? Is it a horror flick?
Yeah, nothing to worry about. I mean, believe me, if there was something in it that really nothing's bad. It's a horror flick. What do you think?
Well, I didn't have to close my eyes.
What?
You didn't have to close your eyes.
Connie says she never once had to close her eyes. So.
Yeah, well, I'm a bit of a horror buff anyway, so I can usually handle it as long as it's not too bad, not like Terrifier or anything. I don't know if you're familiar with Terrifier 2, but they're saying that it's really gory. So.
Oh yeah, no, I probably I can't. I can't stomach that. Gunshots all day long, but stabbings and chainsaws and all that kind of slow razor blades, that stuff. Yeah. Ooh, I can't.
That's cool.
I can't do that.
That's awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much. And Brian, it was very nice to meet you. Thanks for joining us.
And wish your bands a lot of luck and keep rocking and rolling. And
you guys too.
We'll keep doing the same.
All the best. Okay, guys.
Thank you for having us.
You're very welcome. Have a great night. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.